If music keeps getting pushed to tomorrow in your homeschool, if you want music to matter but you're not sure how to fit it in, today I'm going to show you exactly how to build a simple, sustainable weekly music plan for your homeschool. It's not complicated or overwhelming, just clear, structured, and doable. By the end of this video, you'll know how to schedule listening, skill development, music history, and performance in a way that actually works long term. First, start with the goal, not the schedule. Before you build a weekly plan, answer this: what is music for in your homeschool? Is it enrichment, skill development, cultural literacy, character formation? The answers to these questions matter because if music is only an extra, it will almost inevitably disappear. If music is formative, it needs structure. So step one is not where does this fit? It's what do I want music to build in my child? So write that down first. Second, establish the 4 pillars of a healthy music week. A strong homeschool music plan includes 4 components: listening, skill development, knowledge, including history and context, expression or performance. If you only include one of these, music learning becomes thin. If you include all 4, it becomes formative. Let's walk through how to schedule each one. Step 1, schedule listening. First, listening is foundational. Without listening, music learning, including instrument lessons, feels mechanical. Listening builds musical appreciation and taste, attention, musical vocabulary, and cultural awareness. So here's a practical plan. For 10 to 15 minutes, 3 to 5 days per week, play music during breakfast or quiet reading time. Focus on one composer, era, or genre per month. That's it. Listening may be the most neglected element of music learning, but it's really the easiest win. Step 2, add skill development. If your child takes instrument lessons, then music learning in your homeschool will include that practice time. If not, then skill development might include rhythm exercises, moving or clapping on beat to music you're listening to. Could include singing, basic keyboard familiarity, or reading simple notation. You don't need an hour for this. For elementary students, 10 to 20 minutes at a time. For middle school, 20 to 30 minutes at a time. Consistency matters a lot more than length. A short daily practice builds far more than one long weekly session. Step 3, include music history and context. Music comes from people. When students understand who composed the music, what was happening culturally when it was composed, what ideas shaped the piece, and what it expresses, their listening and performance become more nuanced and more enjoyable. Music history learning can be one focused lesson per week or 15 minutes twice per week. Music history integrates beautifully with classical education and humanities studies. Step 4, create space for expression. Music should not only be consumed, it should be expressed. This could be performing for family once a week, singing together, simple composition or improvisation on an instrument or an iPad or other device. It could be dance or basic movement, or sharing a favorite listening piece and discussing why it resonates. Expression prevents music from becoming purely academic. It allows it to do what it's intended to do: communicate individually and universally. And step 5, put it into a weekly framework. Here is a simple sample weekly structure you could use. Monday, listening and practice. Tuesday, practice and music history. Wednesday, listening and practice again. Thursday, practice and review history. And then Friday, family listening and performance. This could take 30 minutes per day or as long as you'd like. Also, remember that listening fits well with drive time. Music does not require a massive block of time. It just requires intention. Maybe the biggest mistake homeschool families make is overbuilding. Start smaller than you think you need. It's better to do 15 consistent minutes than plan 60 minutes of learning, feel overwhelmed, and quit in 3 weeks. If you start small, you can always build on that foundation. A weekly music plan should feel calm, not frantic. Music learning could easily become your family's favorite part of the homeschool day. Here are a few common mistakes to avoid. First, only doing instrument practice. Only doing music appreciation as a collection of knowledge, memorizing names and dates. Making music optional every week so there's no commitment or structure. Overloading Fridays and trying to pack all the music learning in on that day. Music flourishes within a routine, and small daily habits form long-term culture. When structured thoughtfully, music builds attention, discipline, listening skills and habits, cultural literacy, and emotional maturity. It becomes part of the intellectual atmosphere of your home, not an extracurricular, but a formative pillar. If you want music to matter in your homeschool, it really must appear on the calendar, not occasionally, but regularly. Small, consistent, intentional. That's how music becomes culture, not just curriculum. If you've created a weekly music plan but your child resists practice, the next video I recommend watching is what to do if your child wants to quit music. And if music keeps falling apart structurally, I recommend why many homeschool music lessons fail and how to fix it. Those 2 videos will help you strengthen what you've built. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.